The journey's been 50 years and it's been difficult at times. I can't say it's all been fun, but we've enjoyed it, and we now know that we are, without a doubt, the best in the business when it comes to supplying the domestic market. Australian Country Choice Group of companies is now the largest vertically integrated family-owned beef and cattle company in Australia, which in fact makes us the biggest in the world. We have the capacity to run over 300,000 cattle on our cattle stations and feedlots. This includes approximately 80,000 breeding cows, a backgrounding one-time capacity of over 130,000 cattle, and standing feedlot capacity of 55,000 head. Our meatworks in Brisbane, ideally situated in the Port of Brisbane precinct, can process over 350,000 cattle annually, and we have the capacity to manufacture over 50,000 tonnes of retail-ready and value-added products annually. Australian Country Choice has been supplying beef into the domestic market for 50 years. That's a long time to be doing the same job day in and day out, and that's why we're good at what we do.
So I'm proud today to be part of a fourth generation Queensland-based family business. We are a unique model, both domestically and internationally. There isn't another vertically integrated beef and cattle business like ours.
The business has strong corporate governance, policies and procedures, very similar to the listed multinational companies that I've previously worked for. You get the agility of a family business underpinned by a strong corporate culture, and that's a powerful combination.
Our cattle supply chain includes ACBH, our northern and central Queensland breeding and backgrounding operation, ACC Agri, our southwestern breeding and backgrounding operation, and MB9+, our full-blood Wagyu high-quality stud herd. These three supply channels feed into ACC's strategically located feedlots, all dedicated to supplying our food facility in Brisbane.
It's very important to us that every cut of meat that we deliver to the consumer is of the highest quality. We really do strive to look after those animals from birth right through until the processing of the animal. We try and have the breeding cows in the north having their calves at the optimum time of the year, so the mother is in the optimal body condition score to maintain and deliver the most amount of milk to that calf. As the season or the pastures start to taper off, we then lift those progeny off the northern properties and bring them into central Queensland, where the pasture then is at its peak, so we get maximum performance out of those cattle. It's very important that we use all tools available to us to make sure we monitor and measure our grass. So it's not only the volume of grass, but it's the quality of the grass that's in front of them. As the old saying goes, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. So the data for us is pivotal to keep striving to get the best possible product and the best possible profitability we can out of our business.
ACC Agribusiness understands what customers want. They're looking for a consistent quality product every day of the year. We understand that, and we're all about providing into Cannon Hill Meatworks a consistent product day in, day out for the 365 days of the year. This all starts with our breeding herds, whether it's our Wagyu herd or whether it's our commercial herd. It's all about high quality genetics, managing those genetics and managing the herd. These cattle come from our breeding herds onto our backgrounding country. They're grown out on grass to meet feedlot specifications. We move our cattle from our backgrounding properties to our three state-of-the-art feedlots. We're moving 10,000 head a week in and out of our three feedlots. This requires very good systems and great staff. It's through these three feedlots that no matter what the season or the supply conditions are, we're able to guarantee supply and consistency and quality into our meatworks at Cannon Hill.
What makes this facility best in class is the fact that an animal can turn up on site, be processed humanely, aged, be brought back if required by the customer and value added in one unbroken cold chain. We then continue on to maintain control through logistics and distribution for the customer's needs, both domestically and internationally. I'd actually say we're not an abattoir, we're a food facility. The way in which our philosophy and the way in which we think about it, the lifetime traceability of the product, the odourless environment, the unbroken cold chain, the innovation, the NADA accredited lab, the automation, the R&D, the new product development, the further processing, they're all processes above what I would consider in a normal abattoir.
At ACC we have the highest quality standards with some of the most robust processing, monitoring activities that take place to ensure our food safety, our shelf life, our product quality, our integrity is not compromised throughout the entire process. Every aspect of this facility is first class. There's been a high consideration on plant design. We're the only facility in Australia that's got fully automation and mechanical aids on each boning line, reducing the manual handling and assisting our employees' durability. The continual investment within the business has enabled us to separate ourselves from the rest of the industry. On any given day, we're able to bring livestock direct from our feedlots, processed through our state-of-the-art facilities, then downstream into our manufacturing and further processing, and have a selection of up to 2,500 SKUs for any given customer, then within 16 hours dispatched on the eastern seaboard of Australia. ACC's been a market leader for decades, and that comes about through continuing investment in robust programs, investing into our assets, our people, technology, and most importantly, giving the customers exactly what they want.
We've been working with one principal customer for nearly 50 years. Our integration offering has added value to their business all the way from breeding calves to developing export markets in over 20 countries. This overall supply chain success has been built on our customer-first focus, transparency, trust, and a willingness for collaboration.
I suppose what I'm most proud of is the standards and quality that developed over the 50 years of focusing on a customer. What you see today is one of the most state-of-the-art processing plants in the world, and that's come through the dedication and the philosophy that has been developed over the 50 years of supplying a customer with what he wants.
Over this considerable time, the company has proven itself to a point and now globally recognised as a leader across its operations for efficient, disciplined and innovative practices. We're looking forward to building on this solid platform, carrying through to the next generation.
We got a great business in a really exciting industry. And there's no doubt world-class foundations have been laid for the last 50 years. And our family are totally committed and excited about taking this business forward to the highest levels for the next 50 years.